president is the most popular figure in Virginia of anyone currently running for president or any former recent president. So I just note that in terms of the data. But I would say that the president's agenda is incredibly popular.
The director of the National Institutes of Health made a plea on Saturday to unvaccinated evangelical Christians to look at the evidence on COVID-19 vaccines and get the jab. This is USA Radio News.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-610-5739. 800-610-5739. That's 800-610-5739. Offers require credit verification. 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
USA's Chris Barnes has a report on former President Donald Trump's rally yesterday in Iowa.
The election was rigged. Former President Donald Trump held a rally at the Iowa State Fair on Saturday evening, the first time he's held a rally since the 2020 presidential campaign.
You can't say I didn't warn you, but I also can't say you didn't get out because you got out and voted like no sitting president has ever received.
Trump calling President Biden's infrastructure bill a naked power grab and also telling Republicans to stay strong and not to allow the current president's plans to pass in Congress. Filing from our New England Bureau for USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
New York and 3 other states signed a pact this week to share information on guns used in crimes. New York Governor Kathy Hochul and 3 other Democrats, Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont, Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf, and New Jersey's Phil Murphy on Thursday announced the agreement, which says that gun violence continues to plague communities throughout their states and the nation. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf.
And just like so many forms of systemic inequality, and Governor Hochul, you said this very well, interpersonal gun violence disproportionately affects people in communities of color. In 2020, 67.5% of gun homicide victims in Pennsylvania were black, even though black Pennsylvanians make up just 12% of the population.
For USA Radio News, I'm Brad Bernards.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVVF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests. Hey, Joey, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Week in Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro News, here on AM 1530.
All right.
Hey, Joey, what's happening?
And good morning, and welcome to Middleboro in Review for October 10th, 2021. Second week of October. We have a lot going on. A lot of events going on. A lot of things to talk about. We will be mentioning on today's show a story with the Boston Celtics and the Middleboro YMCA. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later on during our sports segment. We have a lot going on in our sports segment. It's going to be a big sports segment today. We will have a little bit on mass cash and a winning ticket being sold in Middleboro. We talked about that on Thursday. We're going to talk a little bit about that with Dawn here today. And we have some other stuff going on too. We'll have a South Coast Rail update again as well during the show, and talking about some different events going on too. Different trick-or-treating events and ghost tours and all those other great events that happen in October. And we'll also have a little bit of a rant of sorts. We'll have a little bit of a kind of a roundtable / rant kind of thing later on the show today as well concerning the 4424 project. Something that is a part of that project, and we'll talk a little bit about that later on in the show. So, we will start off with talking a little bit about the ghost tours. There is a ghost tour coming up in Middleboro. The Town Hall Ghost Tours, the Haunted Town Hall Ghost Tours, their 8th annual, will take place October 22nd, 23rd, and 29th and 30th. There will be 1-hour tours held at 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you will have 16 chances to go on a great tour of the Town Hall, the Haunted Town Hall. Right, Don?
Right. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Don. How are you?
Not bad. How are you, sir? Oh, look at the new clock we got here, huh? Where'd that come?
Yeah, it's a beautiful clock.
That's a spiffy little clock next to the 2 windows here at the Plush Studios here at 14 Church Green. Wow.
Yeah, it's now we can tell the time here. We can tell the time. We have a couple of different clocks.
I got a clock
we're good
over
with time.
We got one, two. We have 2 clocks looking at this side. Got one on the wall, and you're looking at one.
Yeah, well, there's 2 over here. I'm looking at one over here, and then I have the laptop that says the time on the bottom.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6 clocks. Okay, I guess we're all gonna know what time it is.
The VIP Paranormal Ghost Hunt as well will take place on the same dates. There are 2-hour tours that are being held at 10 p.m. on the same dates. And tickets for that is $20, and tickets for the regular ghost tours of the town hall is $10. Sign up at discovermiddleboro.eventbrite.com. So go out to the town hall. Again, it's coming up on the 22nd, 23rd, and then 29th and the 30th. So that's coming up real quick. Okay, so, Dawn, we have a little bit of a rant to do this morning.
Well, I think you have a rant to do.
well, I'll ask you about a little bit about it too, but
Actually, this could be a together rant, right?
yes.
I mean, this is 7:11 in the morning. I mean, the show's just started. We're ranting already, so you must be have something on your mind here.
So this is concerning the 4424 project. Something that's a part of it, and that is traffic lights. What is going on with traffic lights on 4424, that area? The traffic light in particular I am talking about is the traffic light that is right next to the Friendlies, where the Friendlies used to be. That traffic light, I don't know what's going on with it. Either it's just the cycle is too quick, or the traffic it builds up too quickly over there. I don't know what's going on with that light.
Well, you said you noticed, and I noticed too, because sometimes, we carpool in the work, and we're waiting at that light. And it seems like it got worse. And to me, putting my detective hat on, it seemed like since they finished the project 100%, they might have monkeyed with the lights a little bit over there. But that light, I don't know, it should favor the 44 side. It's a main route. That other road is important too, but I think I don't think 44 is getting equal time as far as the light cycle, because there's no reason why. How many times did you sit in the light cycle yesterday?
I must have sit through at least a couple of light cycles, at least 5 minutes.
I don't remember it ever being that bad ever.
No,
I've been
sometimes it's longer than 5 minutes. When traffic during the week is longer. I know
there's traffic, and people would say, "Oh, well, it's traffic." No, it's something to do with the lights. The roads aren't getting equal time on the lights, and technically the 44 side should get more time because it's a main road. It's it's a 6-lane road.
Yeah,
3 lanes in each direction, and that's a major state route. It's U.S. route. It's a major artery through this area, and the it's where the mall is, where Taco Bell or whatnot is. That's a dead end. That's just that's a dead end, and the other road goes off and loops behind the stores that way and goes the other way and Raynham. But no, I don't know. I mean, the horror, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
absolute horror.
It's not fun. It's not a fun light, and
No, have you
it's
noticed
worrisome.
it? Lately, it's been what? What were we talking about that? We were talking about that
Talking about
in September. We were talking.
yeah,
about,
it's been a couple of weeks.
But we weren't talking about that in July. We weren't talking about it in August. Just
No,
seems like
yeah,
that
it just
project
seems
got-
like in September.
that project got 100%. I think it's done.
Yes.
I noticed when they cut the grass over that area at 44 and 24. The grass was high, and they finally got around to cutting it.
Yeah.
And then all the cones are out of there. There's nothing else going on.
Yeah, so I think the project is done. It's just they did something with the light, with that one particular light, because all the other lights are good.
Yeah.
It's just that light.
And I think it's more in the eastbound situation, too.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the light before, because you got a light right at the entrance, or the entrance of the exit, I believe, over for the highway itself. The 24 exit there, they got a set of lights there, and that's normal. And the lights up on across the bridge there, that's normal.
Yeah.
You know who we got to talk to about that? Jim Coupon.
Yes.
He's the man. You talk about anything in Raynham as far as he'd know. And first you got to ask him too.
Yeah.
And he would know if we're just impatient. But I don't think we are, because I don't remember that light being that bad. If there's any callers, let's give them the number, Joe, because I always forget the number here.
508-822-1106. Again, 508-822-1106. Call in and tell us if you've had any other experiences with any other lights.
But I think that light is particularly it's just, that area needs to move. Needs to move. It really does. And most people, I noticed too, are pretty good. They don't, I don't know, I see some people trying to come out of the McDonald's or whatnot and take a left, which you really shouldn't do. I mean, it's just, technically by law, you're not supposed to go across 3 lanes and go across a solid lane. That's kind of dumb. Mm-hmm. I mean, I never do that. If I have to take a left, I take a right first, loop around, catch a light.
Yep.
I just try to frequent the business in that particular direction. I mean, there's coffee shops on both sides of the road just for that purpose. So, but you said you were horrid.
Yeah, it's a tough light, and there's other tough lights too. 44 near the campground. That light cycle there is very. It's not bad, but
the one in Middleboro?
Yes, going towards Preston Street,
so
turning onto Preston Street, Plymouth Street, that area. No, not going that far. The light before that, at the campground.
That's Plymouth Street, the one.
Okay, yeah,
at the campground.
At the campground.
At the KOA, right?
There's a set of lights there. Yes, there's a set of lights there that can be difficult.
Well, the problem is if you're heading eastbound on 44 and you go to get in the left-hand lane to take that left on Summer Street, for some reason, if the striker plate in the road doesn't catch it, you're beached. You're done.
Yeah, and it's not easy to get back and to turn.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Take the left or on a red light and get T-boned that way, or try to get back into the lane and get rear-ended?
And it's not
That's
easy.
why I always tell you, don't go that way. I mean, you say, Precinct Street's easier. Precinct Street's the quickest way. I said, that's great, but I mean, good luck taking that left.
I do take Precinct Street quite a bit, but
that's a nice road.
Yeah, but when it's
I don't like it for that reason.
When it's busy, I usually take Preston Street. When it's busy on 44, like traffic-wise, that's the only time I usually try to take it.
I mean, 44, you can't. There's no room for mistake on 44. You will get seriously injured, or worse. Yeah. It's not. You can't play around on 44.
No, you can't. And exactly. Yeah.
I'm not sure,
right.
And I think what the problem is that time you had the problem at that left, and the ambulance went through, and then I guess when the ambulances go through, it activates all the lights red.
Yes.
And for some reason, it didn't. It forgot you were there.
Yeah.
Maybe if you pulled over, hit the striker, on the road, then the ambulance went through, made everything red, and then it then went back to the cycle and it forgot you were there. Now you're stuck in the left-hand lane with your blinker on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Like, what do I do now?
It's difficult. Lights, traffic lights, and there's more. There's more lights. Sure, there's more lights out there that are very difficult.
But the main focus and the attention is the 44 light.
44, the couple set of lights on 44.
I'd ask Jim next time you see Jim here in the studio. Ask him, say, "Hey Jim, what's up with that light? Do you notice anything that was like longer?" I'm not sure if he goes that way a lot. You go that way every day.
I'll be asking him tomorrow. I'll see him tomorrow. Tomorrow, before we take a commercial break, real quick. Tomorrow we will have the Morning Wake Up News with me. Yes, I will be doing the Morning Wake Up News tomorrow from 7 to 9, and Jim DuPont will come in and do 9 to 11. Tomorrow is Columbus Day / Indigenous Peoples Day. So we'll have programming tomorrow. We'll have, again, Morning Wake Up News and Jim DuPont coming in for 2 hours as well. So 7 to 11, you'll have great programming here on WVBF.
On the holiday. Nice, huh?
On the holiday, yes.
Joey's working on the holiday.
Yes, I am. All right, 7:20 a.m.
Was that the rant?
Yes, that was the
Well,
rant.
I got a little statement. Not a statement, but a little story to tell later. So maybe later you can let me tell my story about a hidden gem. We all love hidden gems.
Yes, we do.
In Middleboro. And I'm not going to tell where the hidden gem, and maybe next week I'll tell you what a hidden gem is. But it's a little story that led me to this hidden gem. And
That's
I'll
good.
Let you know. I'll let you know.
Yes,
Everyone
yes.
likes a story, especially on Sunday morning, right?
Yes, we'll definitely tell that later on today. All right, we will be back here on WVBF 1530 AM, 99.7 FM.
Oh, Joey, one thing you gotta say the time. I mean, I think management wants you to tell you the time. Well, that's the hint. See the time. So you gotta
there's about 3 clocks
Sunday.
here.
So I mean, I think this is a hint. It's 7:21.
It's 7:21 here on WVBF.
That's just like it's a big clue here. It's just like
It's 7:21 Eastern Time, 4:21 Western Pacific Time, 12:21 p.m. British Winter Time or British Fall Time. It's not summer anymore, so I think it's
Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, I didn't know if it was.
Technically,
I don't know what the other.
If you did a little study, and that's where time is based from. It's Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time is like ground zero of, and everything bases from there and goes outward.
I know during the summer it's British summertime.
You know
BST.
You know China is so big that they only have one time zone.
Wow, really?
That's it. One time zone.
Wow. All right, 7:22. We're going to take a quick commercial break here on Middleboro Review, WVBF 1530, 99.7 FM. We'll be right back. Okay, good. Got it. All right.
Got my phone. I didn't bring it in.
Yeah, it's in the truck.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna do my sports segment next.
yeah.
Yep, I didn't get a chance to record that commercial, so I think it'll start next week. We'll.
You have the information.
I have some of it. Yeah.
Well, just say it. Just give them a little shout out.
Yeah.
Just tell them here we're gonna be a sponsor. We're gonna be running the commercials next week.
Yeah.
And just give them a little something. All right.
Yeah.
Casey's listening. How come you didn't do the commercial? We had all day.
I had 15 minutes today. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday.
You didn't come here yesterday?
I did come here yesterday. I just didn't get a chance. I had to leave.
Why? Where do you have to go?
I had to leave at 10:30 because I had to go pick up that. I was gonna go pick up that check,
Oh, yeah.
but didn't happen. So I didn't get a chance to do the commercial yesterday. All right. Oh, 6, 7. Perfect. All right, good. All right.
Or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have members from nearly all 50 states in living abroad. Many members continue to serve in our armed forces, with several serving in combat areas now. We sponsor and participate in many motorcycle-related charity events each year, and as a non-profit organization, donate to various veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more about the Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association and how you can join or support, please visit cvma2-2.org.
Okay.
Hi, this is Ray Brown, inviting you to tune in to Talking Birds, a show about wild birds, birding, and conservation, right here on WVBF, broadcasting from the Taunton Federal Credit Union studios at 14 Church Green. Join us for informative interviews and fun information about birds and birding. It's Talking Birds, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sunday mornings at 9, here on WVBF, AM 1530 and 99.7 FM.
Hi, this is Jim Locken. Hope you can join me every Sunday from noon to 2 o'clock here on WBB.
Good morning, Paul. Paul tuning in. Paul Lazarovich, good morning.
Morning, Paul.
And good morning, Nathan Demers. How are you?
Nathan?
Nathan Demers, yep.
Oh, cool. Not a name I heard before, but I'm sure you do.
Yes, I do. I do know.
I guess Chris is listening too. He sent me a text.
What's up?
Chris Reynolds is listening. He sent me a
Chris?
Yeah. Oh, no. Wait a second. No, Billy.
Bill. Yeah.
Bill Butler. Yeah, he's listening. Good.
It's David Lee Roth's birthday today.
65?
67, actually. Red Mike. All right. And we are back here on Middleboro in Review. It is the 10th of October.
Joey, I got to ask a quick question.
Yes.
To ask you. Now, when Tony put the show together for you a few years ago, Tony Lopes, do you think you get a cool bumper here?
It is. It's an awesome bumper. I love it.
So, who do you think? What do you think the best bumper in the whole, all the shows in WWF? What do you think it is?
The best bumper? To tie between my show, Silver City Meeting House, and Sounds of the Emerald Isle. Absolutely.
I think Middleboro matters, in my opinion.
And Middleboro Matters is up there as well.
The coolest bumper because you got that slide guitar.
Really, all of them are.
I know, but I mean, I really like that. I really like that intro. It's really Ed Rand. We still had Ed Rand's voice on the radio. He does the intro to that, which is cool because Ed's a good guy. Ed took good care of you when you started here, and it's one thing you always got to remember is people who took care of you. People who went out of their way for you.
Absolutely.
There's always a special place in your heart for people who went to bat for you. I have people who went to bat for me in life, and it's really important to remember that. And sometimes just little quirks like a little intro. I mean, it was thinking, well, why is he talking about bumper music? But sometimes that's key sometimes.
Very important.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I think you got some sports to do, sir. So
all right, real quick. Real quick. Weather, real quick, because I didn't do it at the beginning of the show. Right now, 51 degrees in Middleboro. And let me make sure that's correct. Okay, I just refreshed it. 52 degrees. And 66 for the high today. Rain in the forecast. Hopefully that is not, an all-day rain. Right now it doesn't look like it's cloudy at all, but keep an eye on the skies today. And in Taunton, 53 degrees, 66 for the high today, rain in the forecast. And in Driscoll, Texas, 77 degrees, 95 for the high today, clouds in the forecast. And in Driscoll, North Dakota, 44 degrees, 58 for the high, and it is currently raining. Rain scheduled all day, pretty much. It's raining right now, so. In Driscoll, North Dakota. All right, so, sports segment. The Red Sox are heading into Game 3 at home against the Rays. So the next 3 games in this series, I believe, will be at Fenway. So we have the home and field advantage in this series. But that doesn't matter because we need to win the games that are put in front of us. Right now we are 1-1 against the Rays. 1 win, 1 loss. The Rays won Game 1 and we won Game 2 in a record-setting fashion. 5 home runs, which is a Red Sox record for a amount of home runs in a single postseason game. The previous record, I believe, was 4. So that is really cool. The Red Sox were able to break a record during game number 2 and also get the victory, 12-6. So now today at 4:07, they will face the Rays in Game 3, looking for a 2-1 game advantage. In the rest of the league, the Dodgers beat the Giants last night, 9-2. They have tied the series up. The Braves are tied with the Brewers in their series, and the Astros and the White Sox are going to be going head-to-head again in Game 3. The winner, if the Astros win, they move on. And there's one more series in here, I think. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't see it. Anyway, I thought there was one more series in here. Oh, well, maybe there isn't. Anyway, that's what's going on in the MLB playoffs. In the NFL, Week 5, Patriots take on the Texans at 1 o'clock. But first, on the docket for the NFL, in about 2 hours' time, or at 2:30 Greenwich Mean Time, the Jets will take on the Falcons in Britain. In Great Britain, they will take on the Falcons. The Jets will. And that's going to be an important game. It's in Britain. Great Britain. And that's going to be fun. That's always fun. The international series is always fun. They've had games in Mexico City, and they've had all sorts of different, games, mostly in London and surrounding areas in Britain. But, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right, Don?
Well, as far as UK, Europe, football is another word. Football is soccer.
Yes.
We call it soccer, but soccer's huge over there. And it's funny that they're making a breakthrough now as far as doing those international games over in England. And I think it's getting a little traction, but it's kicking and screaming for the longest time because soccer, or football, they would say,
yeah,
soccer is the game. They're so passionate about it. It's like funny.
Yeah.
So I mean, baby steps, I think, as far as getting. And I'm not sure what if a team would pop up as far as that, because technically it's all the United States, pretty much. I mean, there isn't a team in Canada, right? NFL, it's all U.S.
No, yeah.
You know, I mean,
There's been talk with these international series. There's been talk that, a certain team may actually move to Britain, to the UK. And that certain team, the rumors were swirling with, was the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I don't know. I don't think those are viable rumors anymore.
well, that coach did well a few years ago. Jacksonville almost got up there, considering
Yeah.
they went too well. They weren't playing too well, pretty much from
No.
inception.
No.
And what was that? 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they got a little close. They
Yeah.
did all right. They made the playoffs. And
Yes,
whatnot.
I think them making it to the AFC Championship game a few years ago shut down any rumors of moving anywhere. I think they are in Jacksonville for the long haul. They have a great set of owners over there in Jacksonville, and I think this team's going through some hard times right now, but I think they will eventually get out of that hard time, and they should make some noise.
I remember a few years I was rooting for Jacksonville because they were sort of the underdog.
Yeah.
It's like
Absolutely.
the Browns, right?
Absolutely.
Were you ever root for the Browns, Joey?
No, I've never really had done so. I mean, I kind of do a little bit now.
Really? Because when we were in Cleveland a few years ago,
I wasn't a fan.
no, you were a snob.
I wasn't a fan.
No, you were a snob. You would say, look at. I was kind of impressed because any stadium to look at is impressive.
Yeah, I just at that time. Look at that. At that time, I was just being a snob. An NFL fan snob.
You were being a snob. You know?
Anyway.
Well, you know what? I talked to Billy in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay, he's my Pittsburgh Steelers guy. All right.
Yeah.
And he says he's not too happy over there. Him and So I remember that we were there and we tried to get the first game, but
the Steelers are struggling.
They're really struggling.
They're struggling. There's not. It's not a laughing matter.
No.
They're struggling.
And that's such a football city too. And you hate to see that happen because the tradition for football in Steelers territory is unbelievable, and they love their Steelers.
And another tough game today. So yeah, things are not going well for the Steelers. They are kind of in a must-win today against the Broncos, and the Broncos are a tough team. They really are. They got some players on that team that are very good. Right. Very good.
One other thing, too, before you wrap up the sports, and I talked to my brother Tom, because I was with him last Saturday, not last night, but last Saturday night, and he's like, oh, well, Tampa's got they got to mop the floor of the Patriots, and it was a close game. Everyone
it didn't happen.
Everyone was surprised. So
it didn't
hooray
happen.
for the quarterback. For who's the new quarterback? I should know that. I'm terrible.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
There was so much talk. A lot of my Facebook friends who are football fans, my phone blew up as far as people thinking he did a good job on that. It was a close game, and a win's a win's a win. And
we probably should have won that game. That missed field goal probably shouldn't have happened, but
all the stats,
it is what it is.
All the stats were like looking at Tampa Bay to really just walk all over the Patriots last week.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people were saying Tampa was going to win by a whole bunch of points, but it just didn't happen.
Right. Well, Brady, when he left, he didn't take all.
I think Brady knew as well that it wasn't going to be easy.
He didn't have all Belichick's secrets. Belichick had to rewrite the book.
Yes.
Because
absolutely,
him and Brady were so intertwined as far as a winning combination. All those games, all those years. Brady leaves. Okay, he's working for another team. Belichick has to rewrite the book.
Yes.
That's how brilliant of a coach he is.
Absolutely.
Okay? So I love Belichick. I think he whatever. Mr. Personality, but he's all business.
Yeah.
He's all business.
Yeah.
He's consistent. He's all business, and Belichick had a couple extra books. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's going to go down as one of the best coaches in the NFL. I think he is. I think
he's already a Hall of Famer. He's already a Hall of Famer.
At the end of the day, when he retires and they do all the stats, he's going to be the best.
They could give him that golden jacket right now. They could.
The golden jacket?
The golden jacket, that's what it is. The golden jacket and the...
That's it? That's how you get it, is the golden jacket?
The bust, your face and the thing like that.
Okay.
They could do it right now. They could do that right now. And he could still, coach and everything.
I'm not sure what this year has to plan, but I think Belichick's good. And also, I read that Kraft said, Robert Kraft said that, he thinks that Brady will retire as a Patriot.
I think so too.
Imagine him coming back. Oh my God! Imagine him bringing Gronk with him. Oh my God! Tampa would have our throats. Tampa would hate us.
I think it's very possible that Brady at the end of this contract will sign a 1-year deal with the Patriots. I think he'll play 1 year with us and retire.
Well, I gotta stay in touch with my Pennsylvania NFL guy Billy, and he'll let me know what he thinks next week. So
I think circling back to Brady and Gronk, I think if Brady leaves, Gronk leaves. Wherever Brady goes, Gronk goes.
They're gonna be on the same flight back to New England.
Yes,
guaranteed. That.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes, we. Either we trade for him, which I don't know, maybe. I think we probably would wait for his contract to end and have him sign. That would probably be better, so we wouldn't have to give up anything.
It's 1 more year, and his contract's done, right? It was a 2-year contract.
His contract, I believe, is done in 2023, at the end of the 2023 season.
2 years.
Yeah.
It was 2 years.
Yep. So, he re-upped for another year.
Did he really?
Yes. So at the end of the 2023 season, I believe, is when he is a free agent.
So 1 more season, I see.
So this season and then next season, then he's a free agent.
Okay.
So I think he will sign for a year with the Patriots.
I think Kraft wants him back bad.
All right, real quick, we'll finish this up here. The undefeated Cardinals are facing off against the 49ers at 4:25. Sunday Night Football, Bills and Chiefs, and Monday Night Football, Colts and Ravens. The New England Revolution continue their season. It's winding down here. The 16th, next Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, is going to be a matchup against the Chicago Fire. And then they take on the DC United football team. So, Revolution are chugging along here. The Celtics continue their preseason against the Toronto Raptors last night. They win 113-111. They'll have a game on Wednesday night against the Magic in the preseason. And then the Heat after that. And I believe that is the end of the preseason after that. So that is good to hear for the Celtics that they are winning. The Dallas Stars versus the Bruins will open up the Bruins season, the regular season. The preseason's over, so we are waiting on the regular season, which will start on Saturday. All right, it is 7:43 a.m. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we return, we will have our little comment/story.
Well, the rant was done.
The comment/story.
You took the rant stage.
Yes.
The red light.
So we're gonna have a story from Dawn after the commercial break here.
I'll make it quick because I know you got other things you want to do.
And we'll have a few other things as well. We'll have a South Coast Rail update, and then we'll maybe talk a little bit about some other events if we have time. All right, so
the VBF time is 7:43.
Yeah, 7:43. So we have 17 minutes left in the show. All right, Let's take a commercial break and we'll be right back here on Middleboro in Review on WVBF 1530 AM and 99.7 FM. All right. Moving along, yeah. That's good. No. TJ Driscoll. I gotta take that off the log. Take that off the log this week.
What's that?
TJ Driscoll.
Are you playing it against it?
No, I'm not. I didn't play it. I almost did. I'm gonna cross it off. I'm gonna take that off the log.
Well, you're gonna be adding two
Soon.
more. Hopefully, if you added two more instead of one.
Yeah.
And make sure you mention when you go back. Make sure you mention him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got a new sponsor, and we're gonna be doing the ads next week, and just,
Yep.
just give it a live read. Okay?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep an eye on it too, because he
Yeah,
doesn't-
and I gotta give
he doesn't
checks
run-
to
he-
Mark this
well-
week.
Well, he doesn't run out at the end of the month. At the end of those 3 months, he gets an extra week. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. He gets to the 17th.
Right.
So January
17th,
17th or January whatever the 3 months is.
Right.
So mid-January.
Yep.
We'll be up with him again.
Did you do Spark Street last time?
Uh-huh.
You do what are you gonna do this time? You gotta do Did you already do Williams Trade Post?
Yes.
What,
Last break.
Billy's calling. I can't pick up.
At this time, we serve approximately 500 families in our service area, and many of them come to us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be picking up either if he calls.
Well, yeah, I gotta be careful with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize what
I'm aware of that.
He doesn't realize what he says sometimes. He just puts his foot in his mouth.
Alright, anyway.
Furniture vouchers and temporary lodging. For more information, go to svdbmiddleboro.org. May the good Lord bless you and keep you safe.
Alright.
Hey everybody, this is Tony Lopes. Just to let you know that Coffee with Tony can now be heard Tuesdays 9 to 12 and Wednesdays 9 to 11.
Oh, he's
Yeah, he's picked up a day. Picked up a
You
day.
should mention that too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mention some programming stuff.
Yes, great conversation. Just call.
And after I mention Bridgewater Martial Arts,
Coffee with Tony.
I will mention some programming notes and then we'll do South Coast Rail. And then, yeah, go from there. See how much time's left.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association is an association.
Well, I'm probably gonna need about 4 minutes.
Okay.
branches of the United States Armed
Alright,
Forces.
just grab my programs here that I'm gonna mention.
Our mission is to support those
Plug this CD in here
and freedoms. Our focus is
so that I can just
veteran care facilities provide a warm meal,
hit the play button.
shelter, and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have members from
Alright.
nearly all 50
I
states.
don't know why it
including
takes so
abroad.
long.
Many members continue to serve in
Alright.
our armed forces.
Separation Day is the program today for Bread of Life. Alright. Oh, I gotta mention something. That's today.
What?
There's an event in Abington here that I have, I guess. Trick or treat thing. Like a fair or something. 3, 2, 0, enter. Alright. Let's get this up here. And we're back here on Middleboro in review. It is October 10th, 2021. I want to mention, real quick, an event coming up today at noon. And that is in Abington. It'll be at the Knights of Columbus in Abington. It's 254 Hancock Street. There are going to be having 30 plus crafters and vendors setting up tables at the KOC, the Knights of Columbus, and they're gonna have some treats and some other things as well. There's a not sure the name of the event. Trick or Treat, I think the name of the event is. Again, Sunday, October 10th, 2021. That's just today. Sunday, October 10th, 2021. Noon to 4:30. Again, noon to 4:30 today at the Knights of Columbus in Abington, 254 Hancock Street. There we go. We will have a raffle table as well, waiting to make you squeal with joy. Tickets are $1 for 1, 5 for 6, 10 for 13, and 20 for 26. All proceeds from the raffle table will be donated to No Kid Hungry. So go out to the Knights of Columbus in Abington, 254 Hancock Street, for a great event this afternoon, 12 to 4:30. All right, we want to welcome a new sponsor to Middleboro in Review, and that is Bridgewater Martial Arts. They're located at 992 Bedford Street in Bridgewater, and want to welcome them. And we're gonna have their ads starting next week. Everything like that. We're gonna have ads talking more about them starting next week. They also have, starting in January 3rd, they're going to be offering a fitness combat class. Again, January 3rd, fitness combat class. That is starting at the beginning of next year, which is not too far out.
You got a phone number for them, Joe?
And their phone number, if you want to reach them, is 508-697-4947. All right, Bridgewater Martial Arts.
And you're going to have the award-winning commercial next week.
Yeah, Bridgewater Martial Arts. Welcome to Middleboro Review. All right, Don.
Okay. Hidden gems are really nice to find because you don't find them too much. Long story short, me and my brother took a ride to Lowell last week for my Aunt Peg's 80th surprise anniversary. So riding in the car for an hour and a half from Wareham to Lowell, you start talking about a lot of stuff if the music choices aren't compatible as far as, your brother. But we start talking about belly aching, more like it, about looking for lunch places, the sub shops, quality's gone down, price has gone up, everything's skimpy, whine, cry, the whole trip to Lowell. So, and I was like, I've had it, I'm done, I'll eat crackers and water. I just can't, there's no place to go and have lunch anymore. And he says, there's this place in Middleboro, and it's awesome. It's just, oh my God, it's awesome. The subs are good. And I went and checked it out on Monday, and he was right. It was delicious. It was, oh my God, the prices were good. They had everything. It reminded me of like subs from, a few years back before all the quality started going downhill. Prices were good. I know prices have gone up for meats and everything across the board, but it was a modest increase. It wasn't a crazy increase. It mean like a medium sub over this place is, I don't know, $7 or $8 compared to some sub shops. A large sub is 12. Okay, their mediums is everyone else's large. Their large is I don't think we can get it through the window. Yeah, we need a wheelbarrow to move it. So hopefully by next week we can reveal this hidden gem. One other thing too, we hear a lot about Christmas and how there's going to be a lot of shortages on the shelves and people are all losing their minds. Well, you know what? Don't lose your minds, because my Aunt Gracie and Uncle Jim, all right, who I love dearly, and they're like, I miss them so much. They never took Christmas presents. They told all their kids, I want a Christmas present. We all show up for dinner. We all get together as a family. If you're going to buy a Christmas present, don't put the money towards charity. send the money to the Pine Street Inn. So if anybody wants to do something different, well, you got the Middleboro Food Pantry. You can make a nice donation to them. And when you're sitting home having Christmas dinner with your family, maybe, I'm not saying don't buy presents, but maybe you don't need to give as much presents. Maybe you don't need to, like, if you got to buy some high-end merchandise, maybe you can get something smaller for that person, and then whatever you thought you were going to spend, give to the Middleboro Food Pantry. We've been pushing the Middleboro Food Pantry for, we're going on a year and a half since the pandemic started. It's a worthwhile organization. It helps a lot of people, helps veterans. It's really good, and people especially need it. All right, with the moratoriums ending and the federal unemployment ending, people are hurting. People are going to be hurting, especially if they're not back to work. Hopefully this, coronavirus thing goes away for once. Seems like economy's open again. People are playing ball, whatever. Most people are vaccinated. So, but that's something you should think about. Don't stress out over Christmas and bare shelves. I'm not taking anything away from the retailers because I understand they need it too. But at the end of the day, you have to put your money to where your heart feels good. And to me, I think that's what I might do. I might donate to the, Joey ain't getting a Christmas present. He's got me, so that's Christmas present enough. But no, just think about that. Just put your Christmas, just maybe cut your Christmas present in finances in half, and maybe give half to, I say, the Middleboro Food Pantry and other worthwhile organizations that help people, because these people really need it. They need it, and it's, if you never felt like, if you've never been hungry, maybe you don't know, and I don't think I've never been hungry, but it's just, I couldn't imagine, and those people need help, and just enough, a lot of people get back on their feet, because a lot of people have pride, and they want to, whatever, they get back on their feet, they get work, and some people just need temporary assistance, because they got bad deck of cards, or they got laid off, or, it's uncertain times here. So I would not lose my mind over bare shelves. Just, there's plenty of good you can do. And you can volunteer. They have volunteers, and so, I don't know, Middleboro Food Pantry, right, Joey?
Yeah, absolutely. Big thing that we've been talking about here on the station, and it's really important. Get the word out to people. And yeah, that's a great idea.
I left you with 4 minutes. Is that nice?
All right, so we can't do South Coast Rail, unfortunately.
I think all these clocks is a hint to you. You can't go over anymore. You have to pull the plug at 8.
All right, so unfortunately we can't do that. So let's have a quick programming note. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can listen to Tony Lopes with Coffee with Tony now. It's going to be 2 days, 5 hours worth of Coffee with Tony. It is 9 to 12 on Tuesdays, and it will be Wednesdays, 9 to 11. So 5 hours worth of Coffee with Tony a week.
That's a lot of coffee.
That's a lot of coffee. After us, we'll have the Rosary. At 8:30 is the Rosary. After us is Bread of Life. I got the shows mixed up. Bread of Life is not at 8:30. Bread of Life is at 8. Bread of Life's at 8, and today's program is Separation Day. That's the name of the program today. 8:30, the Rosary. 9 o'clock, Talking Birds. 9:30, Keys of the Kingdom. 10 o'clock, We'll Be All on God with Edna Isaac. At 11 o'clock, Sounds of the Emerald Isle.
Oh. Come on, man.
Getting it mixed up again. That is the 12 o'clock hour. Sorry. The 11 o'clock hour is the Musical Odyssey.
Come on, man.
Getting it mixed up. All right, anyway. 11 o'clock is Musical Odyssey, and today's program for Musical Odyssey is Rosa Poncelli, Voice for the Ages. At noon is Sounds of the Emerald Isle, 2 hours of the music of Ireland and also some comedy. at 2 o'clock is Stand Up Strong with Tony Branch and Ed Miller.
Those guys are great together. Talk about a co-host, 2 co-hosts, and those guys are. I love listening to that show because those two guys just like feed off each other. It's a good
Absolutely.
Show. It's a good show, and they're both great guys too.
All right, today in history, 1957, the Windscale fire results in Britain's worst nuclear accident. Today, October 10th, 1957. 1967, October 10th, the Outer Space Treaty comes into force. So, very important treaty there on this day in 1967. Birthdays. David Lee Roth. He turns 67 today. He was born on this day in 1954. On this day in 1969, Brett Favre was born. And on this day in 1974, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was born. American race car driver, NASCAR, one of the biggest names in NASCAR. And on this day, 17 years ago, we lost the great Christopher Reeve, Superman. Passed away 17 years ago today. A great actor. He just wasn't an actor. He was also an activist, producer. He did so many things.
He did so many movies besides Superman, too.
Yeah.
So if you like Christopher Reeve, go
was
to his discography and check out some of the movies. There's another movie that I thought was great. It was a comedy. It was called was it Switching Channels?
He was an amazing actor. And sad day. And October 10th, 2004, when we lost him. Okay. That will do it for today's program. Join us next week, October 17th, 2021. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye. All right.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Awful.
That's all right.
He was going so well, too.
No, that's all right. You just throw a little comedy into it. You know what I mean? I'm sure.
Anyway, bye-bye, everybody.